On today's What Do We Do podcast, we're answering the question, can money really buy happiness? And the answer is yes. Yes, it can. But it's not that simple. In this episode, I'll show you what money can reliably buy that actually improves your life. And we'll talk about the money traps that don't work and a simple 30-day plan to make your dollars deliver that happiness to you. It's going to be a great show, so hit the subscribe button, give us a follow, and let's go. Hey everyone, welcome back to Season 6, Episode 1 of the What Do We Do podcast. I'm your host, Dewey Stephan, and I'm also the CEO of Great Lakes Wealth. Today, we're tackling one of the biggest money questions of all time. Can money really buy happiness? Some people say absolutely not, and others say absolutely yes. Well, the truth, as usual, is somewhere in between. Money can't buy meaning, but it can buy margin, freedom, and better choices. But only if you spend your money in the right places. All right, let's go. Segment 1. Can money buy happiness or not? The short answer, yes. Yes, it can. But only to a point. And then the more money you have actually can reduce your happiness. And it's pretty simple to understand how. In general, middle income people are typically happier than lower income people. And upper income people are typically happier than middle income people and lower income people. Make sense? Sure, of course it does. But at some point, it can turn into that old phrase, more money, more problems. Said another way, money buys relief and it buys you options. It does reduce stress when it covers the basics and gives you the freedom of choice. Beyond a certain point of stability, though, buying more doesn't automatically make you happier. Some would call this the law of diminishing return. What that means is after you reach a certain amount of money, then it's not really about the money at all. It's about what you do with it. But even then, at some point, the gratification or happiness doesn't give you the same level of joy that a prior amount of your purchases did. This means money can actually begin to buy less happiness than it did prior for you. But I'm skipping ahead. Let's get into the areas where money does buy happiness and the areas that it doesn't. Okay, segment 2. What money reliably buys that improves your life? Here are the categories that almost always buy happiness. Let's start with time. Time is our most valuable asset. Number 2, experiences. Have you heard of experiences over things? Number 3, health. Health is wealth. Number 4, charity. If you are truly giving back because you can afford it and you're not asking for anything in return, then giving back absolutely creates the most happiness for you. And number 5, margin. Money and having your money in a bank is buying savings. And having this basic emergency fund or other funds is the situation of happiness because it creates lower anxiety and stress and opportunity. So there you have it. 5 easy places that you can spend your money and you'll feel good all of the time. All right, segment 3, spending traps that don't deliver. Okay, now for the flip side, money traps. First, what can you buy with money that doesn't truly create happiness? Well, how about a big fancy word called stuff? Have you heard of that phrase? You don't need any more stuff. Or stop buying all that crap. Well, just buying things that has no real purpose might give you a sugar high or a feel-good moment for a short minute, but it's truly not happiness. And what if you buy the stuff on your credit card and take on debt to buy it? Now you have a bunch of junk and more debt, which doesn't cause happiness. It actually causes stress and anxiety. So don't get caught up in the lifestyle creep or those status buys or even the subscriptions you don't really use. And certainly don't fall for peer pressure and buy things that you don't need. Period. All right, segment 4, the HAPPY framework for buying happiness. Here's a simple way to point your dollars where they'll pay you back and make you happy. HAPPY. The H is for health. Invest in your health because health is wealth. The A is for autonomy, aka time. Time is money. The P is for people. Spend your shared experiences and relationships. The next P, purpose. This is giving and generosity and causes that are dear to you. The Y is yank the bad purchases, aka the stuff. So buying HAPPY is buying happiness too. All right, segment 5. So here's a 30-day money equals a happier life playbook for you. Week 1, list your top 5 stressors and use some money to remove 1 or 2 of them. How about you delete some bad debt? Week 2, let's schedule 2 activities or experiences with people you love, and it doesn't have to be pricey. You can go to the zoo or an art museum or a weekend trip or even a concert, but only do this if you're paying cash. Week 3, add 1 health upgrade to your schedule. Meal prep, new sleep routine, or some fitness too. As I love to say, health is wealth. And week 4, let's do 1 act of generosity. Donate, volunteer, or surprise someone with a good deed. And boom, just like that, 30 days later, money has bought you happiness. In closing, so here's the truth. Money can absolutely buy you happiness, but only if you spend your money with intention. Aim it at time, health, relationships, margin, generosity, and purpose. And skip the status traps of buying useless stuff. Well, if this episode gave you a new perspective and you're as fired up as I am, please do me a favor. Like the video, share it with someone always chasing more happiness, and subscribe to our channel for more insights on building both wealth and a happy life. And as always, drop a comment too. Maybe how about you share what's one thing you've bought that genuinely made your life better? Well, with that, as I always say to wrap up the show, live your best life, be radically generous, a great big booyah to ya. And this has been episode 1 of season 6 of the What Do We Do podcast. And we're just getting started.
opinions expressed in this program are for general information purposes only and are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual or any specific security. It's only intended to provide education about the financial industry. To determine which investments may be appropriate for you, consult your financial advisor prior to investing. Any past performance discussed during this program is no guarantee of future results. Any indices referenced for comparison are unmanaged and cannot be invested into directly. As always, please remember investing involves risks and possible loss of principal capital. Please seek advice from a licensed professional.